Here we go. We're going to learn today how to checkmate when you have one rook and king and the other person's king is alone. Remember, Ayansh, the key is you have to keep the rook and king together. You cannot separate them. All right? And the second key is that you have to push the king to the last rank. All right? So let's remember the golden rule that you have to keep the rook and king together. So bring them close first. All right, now whatever black does, you just get them close. The rook and king, you're getting them close. Control again. All right, if he goes there, if he's just moving ahead, then obviously you have to control the next rank, but you don't have support. So you're going to get support. Again, if the king comes here, move the king. King comes here, control. He's on 6, you should be on 5. But you know what? Instead of going to the 7, if the king goes to 6, then obviously you have to put the rook here. But you cannot play the rook here because you don't have support. So first you get the support. He'll move the king, you also move the king. He moves here to the D file, put your rook to the E file. He goes to C, you come to D. He goes to B6, and obviously you can't come to C5. You don't have support, so you're going to get support. Again, the king to C6, then again, you'll play king C4. Now, king B6, now the rook goes to C5. Now, if the king goes to the edge, that is the A file, half the job is done because now the king is on the edge. Now, you just have to push the king to the corner, to the A8 square. All right, so whatever he does, you don't have support, so move the king. Again here, no checks. Remember that. We're not going to give any checks, Ayansh. It's very important that we have to push the king to the last rank. So keep moving the king forward. He moves here. Control. He goes to the corner. And now, please be careful here. If you make this mistake of putting the rook here, this becomes a stalemate. A lot of people make this mistake and they ruin the winning position. I don't want you to do that. So we're just going to take the rook one step back. And instead, we're going to move the king. And now this is a checkmate for you. But sorry, it's not your turn, Ayan. It's black's turn, so it's going to move the king first. Over here. And then you just have to play a waiting move. Anywhere on the rook. Now the king is forced to go in the corner. Here we get the checkmate. All right. Isn't it easy for you? Isn't it easy,
Yeah.
Ayan? Great.